So I'm Mike from Adrenaline Army. I'm here with Patrick and Darrell of Repaid and Blood. We're gonna sit down with our viewers and have a couple questions, or answer some questions. First of all, one of the things I'm most curious about is, according to the bio and according to the history, this band was actually formed in California, correct?
It's technically still is in California,
Still is
but
in
then
California.
we're out here in Wisconsin. Jake and Juan, the two core members of the band that are still left, are still out there, and our manager's out there. So it kind of leaves us with our hands tied because all we can really do is tour, but also we can maximize everything to get out on the road instead of having to grind out local shows and all that. As
Right,
great
right.
as it would be for all of us to be in the same town,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, Repaid and Blood's been together for about, I think, 12 years now. It started out with our manager that we're talking about. We had a nonprofit we started called the Metal Illuminati out west, and then Repaid and Blood was kind of, I guess you could say, one of the first bands that we worked with, kind of doing yourself. And so through the years, Victor was the original singer there. They've had some turnovers in the guitar spot, but I mean, we've had Patrick join last year and stuff, and I've been with them for about 3 years now and stuff. So we've got a really solid lineup, and Terra Morning that we've ripped out this last year was, it's great, to get out from under a wing just to get this lineup to release. And I think we're cranking into the new stuff, now.
Okay. So do you play, for I guess the local shows? Do you play out in California a lot since you're from there, or
We've been tending to close or open up our shows on the West Coast and stuff at home in San Jose. I mean, as I was saying, they've been together for 12 years, so they've already done the local grind and stuff. So they have a really huge fan base there in San Jose and the Bay Area and stuff. So I mean, yeah, it's always a great turnout when we usually close up the tours in San Jose.
I see you got a couple weeks you got going on in the upcoming tour. I see that closes out over there.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that's usually how it works out. That's how we did it last year, and that's just how it normally works out. It's convenient because we both have to fly back. Everybody's there, so we usually get a couple days to hang out there and recover after the tour is actually done before we fly out. If all things go well.
yeah. So and then you have a show here in Madison on
Yep.
June 17th, I believe, at the Frequency.
Yep.
Yes. So
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'll
looking
definitely,
forward to that
I'll
one.
definitely be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping a lot of people are there because the last couple shows I've been to at the Frequency since they announced that they were closing at the end of June, turnout's been pretty good. So I guess people are trying to get in while they still can.
Pay the respects to an awesome venue.
Yeah, yeah.
The last hoorahs.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, definitely be there for that. So you have your album out last year.
Yep.
That seems to be going quite well. I love it, by the way.
Thanks.
It's a great album. So what's the future plans? Like, are you starting to write music again, or are you going to tour first, or?
We have a couple of new songs, one of which at least we're going to be playing on this next tour as we're planning. Juan and Jake have already, for the most part, written. I think they said 7 or 8 tracks, so we do have a full length kind of in the can. It just needs,
Cool.
the majority of it just still needs me and Darrell to put our piece on it. But it looks like we're probably going to end up recording and finishing that up probably sometime around September from how it looks, and maybe try to get an early 2019 release out of it.
Okay.
If it was going to be an EP, I think we were going to talk about trying to put out another EP before the end of this year. But they have so much material ready to go that it's probably just going to do it all in a full length and put that out probably early next year from how it sounds.
A little sneak peek there too, and the new song they're going to be featuring on the tour, titled it "Wake Up, Time to Die."
Yeah, so, wake up and, so, with your releases, I know you got a few EPs and a couple full lengths now. How does it, in terms of sales? I mean, do people buy the physical CD still when you go on tour?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Or is it
we
more digital?
we usually have some deals running at the merch table where if we're sponsored by Dirtbag Clothing, and so we have these hats that we'll sell where you can get one of these and a CD for a deal, or a CD and a T-shirt for a deal, or all three for a deal, and people appreciate that because it kind of drives the cost down for everything. But we still have a lot of people buy CDs out there. As far as the actual numbers for online sales, though, that would be Jeff or Jake that have to tell you how that does, but I assume we do well on it. So.
If you come out to the shows and buy a CD, we'll even sign them for you. And everything
Right,
too.
yeah.
Come up to the merch booth, socialize with us. We're not those prima donna guys like that. We'll hang out with you and take a few shots of whiskey and sign your stuff and shit.
They're gonna need like a whiskey sponsor.
Yeah.
We actually have one.
Yeah, we actually have a whiskey sponsor.
Do you?
Yeah, Cold Cut Whiskey. We're also sponsored by.
Will that be at the frequency?
I don't know.
I don't think they serve it there. I mean, it depends. We go through it pretty quick, but I mean, I try to keep a bottle on me during tour.
Come to a parking lot.
Yeah, right.
Well, maybe we'll talk to Darrell and see if we can get some next show. So, any other for like merch? You got a bunch of t-shirts. Is it all online for somebody to check out?
Oh yeah, it's all on our Bandcamp. It's just repaidandblood.bandcamp.com. We've got physical CDs, merch, obviously the digital downloads of our releases. So I'm pretty sure everything we've got on there is the same stuff that we sell at our table live.
And also, part streaming, we're on all the major streaming, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, everything. I mean, it's just we're all over the place, trying to take over the world.
And iHeartRadio too, huh?
Yeah. Hey man, get in where you fit in. iHeartRadio, I think, is pretty good about parts. Facebook is sometimes with their algorithms, so we use. I think Jeff used like a program that also reaches out to local, wherever we're playing at, to reach out to help promote the shows. Also, like stuff like our Heart Radio or Metal Meetup. No, the Metal Meetup's a whole different thing. I'm trying to think. Bands in Town also find us on there as well. Jeff's really great for handling that stuff. Get her name, getting the stuff out there, so people. There's many ways to find out about the shows, I guess.
Right.
But we also ground and pound. I think Patrick was just out hanging up flyers today and stuff downtown, so we still do it the old school way too.
Right. Yeah. That's something that I think there's been conversations online too about how to get more people to shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot.
Handing out flyers. I mean, I love that.
Yeah, there's the old school way still works with promo, and as great as social media is, if you can run both of them together, that really gets the best turnout. And it's really, it's one thing and it's important to go on Facebook and set up your event pages and share all that stuff around and join your music promotion groups, but I just think that still goes a long way, and people, when they go out and they see a dude, out on State Street here in Madison, slapping flyers up on the posts or going around to bars and tattoo shops and whatever, putting out handbills and flyers, it just shows people that you still give a shit about your own product, and that's important. So.
For like some of the shows that are like in the other states that you don't normally go in, is there kind of like somebody out there to?
When we get there, when we have time before, between load-in and sound check, if we can, we try to go out and do some last minute passing out and trying to get people out. And it depends on where we go, but for the most part, we'll go around and we'll see flyers up at music stores and like little guitar shops and stuff. So there are people around that do the old school stuff. So
That's good. Any touring experiences that are fun to talk about? Any good stories?
Oh, where to start?
Yeah. I mean, we consume lots of whiskey and barbecue, especially once we get into the Texas region. We survive on a strict diet of barbecue.
Yeah, I think last year for 2 weeks straight, we had a daily diet of McDonald's breakfast sandwiches for breakfast, and then whatever local pit barbecue we could find, or Rudy's if we were in Rudy's territory. So
yeah, we kind of have a tradition too when we're traveling in the van. Usually we start our mornings with the Rizzuto show. We listen to that. We podcast that. It's a morning show that we listen to. All of us listen to. It's out of St. Louis. I mean, if you ever get a chance to check that out, they're pretty freaking hilarious.
It's a good morning show. It's better than a lot of what you find on a lot of major radios, and it's still really. I guess it just still has a local feel, but it's pro. So so it's fun to listen to.
The Rizzuto show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got that, and then as far as tour stories, most of it. I mean, you probably heard it all because from every band, usually somebody gets drunk and then shenanigans ensue, and
yeah, videos get taken and stuff. I don't know. I think the last tour, it's like we had some footage and stuff where I think it was Brian Big Sexy, his birthday last year. We get back to the hotel room and he you got a nice massage, massaging on our drummer and stuff. They kind of have like this, I don't know, this secret little love affair thing going on. I think, rumor has it that they're going to be honeymooning in Vermont, and stuff. So,
Okay.
so it's just shenanigans like that. I mean, all the time. I mean, but it isn't all partying all the time too. I mean, it's like we do shit to try to rest up because we do want to give the crowds or. So, we want to give the crowd our best, so it's like we kind of keep it pretty chill, pretty toned down until after
we
the
save
show.
we save the party for afterwards.
Afterwards, we'll party all night with you
Get
guys.
all done. Yeah. Or when you're all done in California, make sure you don't remember the rest of it.
Yeah. That happens some nights. I think there's at least one night each tour where it's like, whoa, I don't remember really what happened after the bottle got cracked open. But I mean, we try to keep it professional just for the fans. I mean, nobody wants to go out there and see a sloppy drunk out on stage or something,
Right. So that'd be one of the tips of touring is don't get too drunk.
Yeah.
So that way they kind of remember who you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Other than the drunk.
Yeah, you don't want to be remembered that way.
Any other advice you have when touring, like something to avoid? Something you might have made them, ran into in the past, something you make sure you don't ever do again.
Handy wipes are your best friend.
Handy wipes.
Handy wipes are your best friend.
Yes.
Don't trust in any toilet paper in anywhere traveling, or if you maybe even need to wipe the seat down itself. I mean, definitely always keep your handy wipes handy. Also, it's great for mini showers if needed. I mean, other than that, it's just the road can be pretty tough and demanding. I mean, sometimes between shows, we can have like 6 or 7 hour drives between shows. So it's like definitely make sure you have plenty to entertain yourself. Take books along to read. Upload you some movies and stuff on your laptop or your phone because I mean we don't always have a network connection.
Those lawn chair cushions.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, lawn chair cushions at Walmart. Go back to the camping and outdoor section. Get the big, thick padded lawn chair cushion and put that on so it'll after no matter how good the seat is in the van, after like 5 or 6 hours you're gonna feel those bars in it. So that extra little bit helps.
Yes. Yep. It's awesome. And anytime you can stop somewhere and get the giant Slurpees, the Coca-Cola Slurpees, they're awesome to mix whiskey with as well. Whiskey Slurpees are a summertime thing that we do too. But I mean, it's really in that. It's just touring. It's just like I say, it's demanding, and and just sticking with the show, and just I mean, just doing better. It's like each show you get better and better. It's like by the time that's what I always like. By the time that last show's there, that all the bands, just everybody's just on point, getting it. I'm just, very happy, lucky to be able to do it,
Right.
It's awesome.
So here's a question to test your memory. Like, how many tours have you been?
This would be my fourth
one?
U.S. tour.
This will be my second with Repaid and Blood, but my third overall.
Third overall. Yeah. Who's the first one with?
Casket Robbery, actually. I played bass with them for about a year, and that was actually how I got connected with Repaid and Blood. We went out. Casket Robbery went out on the road with them for the first U.S. tour that they did, and then when I parted ways with them, Jeff and Jake were in my inbox like, "Hey, we need a guitar player. We already got so they snatched me up like right away."
Right? Yeah.
Well, it was let's see, I would have left Casket Robbery in October of 2016, and pretty much that November was when Repaid and Blood snatched me up.
Okay. Yeah, because when I started doing the first interview I did was with Corey and Megan.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So I went to their house, stuff like that, and they mentioned Repaid and Blood multiple times, going on tour and stuff.
Yeah, we have lots of love with the Casket crew. We've been out on 2 U.S. tours with them so far now, and I mean Megan. I mean it's like we kind of as vocalists really pump each other up, inspired each other when we're out on the road. So love her to death, Megs. Keep doing what you're doing, girl.
So yeah. I think much else is what it is.
Cool. Be sure to get out to the Frequency or anywhere else out in the U.S.
Definitely.
Check
June
us out.
17th, 7 p.m. It's early enough. If all goes well, you'll be on your way back home to get in bed by 10 o'clock.
Yeah. We'll make sure we get
no excuses.
We'll get some whiskey in there somehow.
Yeah.
A lot of merch. Buy some merch. Tip your bartenders. Come up to the show. Support local metal. Adrenaline. So, thank you.